This is going to be just a, no, we're going to start again. This is just a quick start guide to spring lacquer with HVLP. This is an ancient system. It's probably as old as I am. I actually think it is pretty close to as old as I am. My dad bought it. I think I was a wee little chap. I like the ML Campbell dull matte. It's a super low luster finish. It looks great. Sprayed, super high durability. Going to want to stir this up really well. Sludge in the bottom. We'll make sure that that's fully dissolved. Okay, it's getting there. Pretty clean. That's super good for it. It's okay. Take I'm going to be spraying left to right, so keep that centered up there. That all clean. You want to keep this hanging because you don't want to get liquid up into this little bleeder valve that allows the air to move freely through the system. Oh, we're making a mess. That back up. Some. Tight. Now we're going to plug in the hose. Hose. One more step. Safety. Not good stuff to breathe in, so we're going to use this. Outside with even the slightest bit of air moving, these will be dry and ready to flip or rub out in probably 15-20 minutes. We'll give it a little longer. We have some other stuff to do, and we'll come back and they'll be ready to move rather quickly. The benefits of the lacquer is that you can get your coats in a relatively short amount of time. The key to a good finish with lacquer is rubbing them out in between coats, and I like to just use a piece of old worn out sandpaper that most of the grit is gone. You could use like a Scotch-Brite pad, like something that has a really fine grit. I live by a high school, so the clicking is not in your head. There is marching band across the street. So sorry about that. So we're just going to kind of rub it, and we're going to knock down all that, just kind of the raised grain fuzz dust in the air that gets caught when it sprays. We'll give it a second coat, let it cure, and it's done. The key to refilling for me is, as I mentioned before, make sure that the gun stays upright. So I either find like a hook, or I've made a loop with some wire, or with this tool stand, I have that wire going around the outside that I can hook it on, pull my cup back up. I just stirred this not too long ago, so I'm not going to re-stir it, but otherwise, if it's been a while, you should give it a quick stir. Gun back in the cup. Make sure you're latched. You're ready to go. So the most important part is cleanup. We want to make sure the inside is cleaned up nicely. Pour out the extra, keeping our gun upright. I'm going to pour in like maybe 3/4 to an inch of lacquer thinner. We're going to swish it around. Oh wow, that's not good at all. Basically melted the finish off my. Now we're going to take the nozzle piece, spring, and this guy, throw in here. I'm going to clean up some of that extra residue I noticed on it in the beginning. Throw them back in the cup. Pour in some fresh. I'll put just enough to submerge the parts so they stay in the solvent. Drop that back in. You're all set. Apologize for the marching band. It's always fun. And that this day ran long, so it's getting dark. But yeah, we're going to figure out what I can do with my workbench because I did not, I don't know, it makes perfect sense. Lacquer thinner, it's going to cut through the finish. So, hey, it's a workbench. It's meant for work. Feel free to leave tips for next time in the comments. I know that this was just like super basic, but would love to hear more of what your thoughts are.